Yay! Now y'all just have to find me. Wahoo! Odette, if you could let everyone know that I'm over here now, awesome. Okay. I don't know what was going on with the restream. I'm just blaming. So here's a fun astrology fact. Thank you all for being patient. If there's a dead stream, if somebody could write a comment that I had to start a new stream. I know that's really confusing. But that is what's going on right now. Wahoo. All right. It was a shame too because Sadie was up in there and I was like feeding her little treat and then she was down here. And now she's gone. So I'm just waiting for everybody. I know when Juan comes over, the rest will follow. Is Stacy H here right now? I feel like I should make a quick community post. Hey. Thank you. We actually redid the whole background. I don't know if you can completely tell yet, but there's like a lavender wall now. I'm so afraid to even touch my computer because the camera, I had to like get a whole new camera. The camera would not work for Restream. So here's hoping it doesn't fall. I can move it in. Okay. Can somebody, did anyone tell everyone in the other room that we're all over here now? I'm sure you were, as were a lot of people. Is there one still going? Like, do I have two going? It says I only have the one going. Okay, hold on. Let's try to... I'm trying to do this without screwing anything up. This camera is like holding on by a string. Okay, I'm putting up a community post. Probably would have been better to have a picture, but we don't have time for all that right now. Okay. Where'd all the comments go? There we go. Now all of the chat disappeared. Let me change that setting. Yo, it's not this. So, okay, now that I have, do I have almost everybody? I feel like it's blasphemous to start without poor Juan. He's probably staying in there to make sure he tells everybody to come in here. Okay. So here's a little fun astrological fact. I finally came out of the bubbles. When Mercury, today is the last day that Mercury is in retrograde. When the day Mercury goes in retrograde and the day it goes out are the most chaotic. So I guess universe wanted me to illustrate that fact by having absolute chaos happening in our live tonight. pour one out for the homie Juan. There he is. I was like, oh no, we can't start without Juan. Juan, Sadie was up here. I think we're going to have to move that one down there. She really liked being in there, but she didn't like being up so high, and she ate a whole treat. And I thought I was talking to you all and feeding her, and you could see her face. She was so sick. Like, it was touch and go sick. Like, we almost lost her sick. It was terrible. And she just started eating like 2.5 days ago. I had a syringe like feed her for a while. It was very stressful. And I was getting over being sick as well. But she was up there and it was so cute. And then she was here and I was feeding her. And here I am thinking, I went on for like 10 minutes thinking I'm talking to you all. And somebody said I see bubbles, and we just put up this new like lilac wallpaper behind me. And I thought, okay, those are the Virgos in the crowd. They see like a little bubble in the wallpaper. I didn't realize you guys were talking about the bubbles. Okay, well, we're all here now. So never mind. Here's how we're doing it tonight. I'm doing one tomorrow for the people, because sometimes, like, I know Anya and Annika and Alien, they're up to the but you know what of dawn, trying to, you know, be present, be part of the community and catch up in the readings. And I'm always doing like the live things later. So I'm going to do one in the afternoon tomorrow. For 90 minutes too. Obviously, we're starting the 90 minutes late. Whew. That was stressful because I even turned my computer off and everything and turned it back on thinking like, okay, we'll get that, you know, all restarted. It's just one of those, and it still didn't work. I kept texting Emily, can you see me now? Can you hear me now? All right. It would have been nice to have the restream because then I just put the questions up as they come. So here's what we're doing tonight. We can do, you can ask me astrological questions. It's going to be a lot harder now, the way that I have to use this camera. So I may not be able to pull up charts. All right, Stacy. Okay, great. I was going to ask Stacy because she has access to if she could like put up a community post, but I did it and she found it. So good thing. So you guys can ask me questions. They don't have to be yes or no, but what we're going to do is I'm going to just, whatever I get, I'm going to give to you regarding the question. You know that I will be honest. And hopefully this doesn't make everything fall. Okay. Hi, Annika. I was just saying, I'm also doing the same show tomorrow out of Mercury retrograde, in the afternoon for the Eastern Hemisphere community. Although for Australia, it probably would be better now. It would be 8 a.m. Yeah, so Alien, Annika, Anya, if she's here. Any of my, I know Stella. So anybody who's on the other hemisphere, please feel free to hang out. We love the big community. But if I don't get to anyone tonight, I'm also doing this tomorrow. All right. So you can ask me a question just to see if we get a channeled answer. I can answer some astrological questions. It's going to be a little harder with this camera I have to use because it's going to be kind of in the way to navigate between the two screens. But I will try. And I know that you all are wonderful and you'll get what you get and you won't get upset at me. But I wanted to give back. I was really quiet. April was a struggle for me on a lot of levels. And so I didn't get all of my videos up. It is what it is. And so that I figured this will be nice to just give back. And so I think we'll just give the rest of the rules. Be nice to each other. If you see new people, if you are new here, say hi. It's a great community. They'll welcome you. I am going to go, when I say ask me your question, then that's going to be your question, right? But thank you, Odette. But I'm going to go as I see them in a row and answer them the best I can. This eclipse season was a doozy. Connie Jo and I kind of talked about that. If you didn't watch the Progress Moon series, it's all done. It's all up. Please go watch it. It's really great. Hi from Prague. And don't panic if I don't get to you tonight, because I'm doing another 90 minutes tomorrow. Yeah, so it's just me pulling your question. So Lee, Stacy, Juan, no one's in charge of it but me. Hi, Charlie. And then, so just, you know, we're all going to be nice and patient, because the more anxiety ridden or like hurried or harried that energy is in the room, that's going to spill into how I can pick up. Yes. You know, for all of the people that are on the other side of the world, I am purposely doing one tomorrow at 12:30 in the afternoon, so that you all get a chance to not be up till 3 o'clock in the morning, but still get your questions answered. Okay, so here's the things I can't do. I don't discuss like death dates or anything like that. And I can't do like a full mini read. Good night, Annika. I can't do like a general reading because we won't get to enough people. You can ask me a question and I can pull like more than one card, or I can tell you what I'm getting. We can use the pendulum, all of that. But I can't do a whole mini read or look into love for you for the next 6 months, because that's a big reading. Okie dokie. I think y'all get it. And Lee knows the rules, so she can repost them. But I'm just going to go in a row how I see them. So let's start at 8. We're starting kind of at 8:15, asking questions. Wow, are we tardy for the party here. And you guys can start asking. My camera keeps asking me if I want to play cat noises. Okay. Okay, Stella. Let's take these. No. Let's take these. Stella, email me too, because I'm curious where you're at in that process that we talked about. Okay. Let's see what we get for Stella. I have one person I have the 6 of Swords, but in reverse. So that's like somebody's not moving towards the meeting. And I have the Moon in reverse. It feels like something's blocking. And they may not, it doesn't mean an absolute, but there's just something that this situation should be moving closer, like y'all should be moving closer towards each other, but somebody's not being fully truthful and doesn't have, like, either doesn't want to hurt your feelings or something. Something's like delaying a meetup or something. Okay. Stella's question, yes or no, will they get to be physically together in the next 6 months? I'm getting a no from the pendulum, babe. But I'll be excited when we have our reading, so we can like look into the astrology of all of it. Because I feel like there's something else going on here. I have, just so you see the cards, I have the Six of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and Strength in reverse. So it feels like there's not enough bravery to like tell you the truth of why they're not doing their half. It's not about you being attractive or desirable. There's something they're not telling. Zach. Okay. I wish I could do that thing where I like put it up on the screen. Zach, you have a job interview. Okay, everybody, hold on, because I have to put this wire behind. That's what I thought. I had it. Perfect. Okay. I have a job interview on Tuesday for your dream job. I would love a message from my spirit guides. Wow. The fuckery with, this is gonna all fall again, hold on, with Mercury tonight is real. I have to change ports from my charger, and I should not have to. Okay. Sorry, guys. I have warnings on my camera and warnings on my screen. I'm so sorry, you all. Like, it keeps telling me, hold on, let me try to change. It's gonna fall. Hold on. Poor Zach. Are we all good now? You did Mystic Harmony. What you missed is absolute chaos. Don't even worry about it. And now my screen's all blurry. I think it's charging now. Okay. Back up to Zach. Zach, you're a saint for being so patient. I'm like scared to put on my glasses now. And I don't know why everything is blurry. It shouldn't be. Regarding the interview. Okay. Thank God for my lazy Susan. That works tonight. It's not blurry. Okay, thank God Emily is texting. And normally I have that like turned off if I'm going to use... Alright, I'm calling back all of my power to me from anyone using it with or without my permission, and I'm rejecting any negative energy of it being sent my way or trying to merge with me. Okay. Alright, now I feel good. Zach, let's get some cards. 3 hours later, Suzy answered her second question. Okay. The spirit guides want you to know that they're looking for someone who knows that this is what they want to do. This is where they want to work. This is the position. They want somebody very specific. I think that they've been seeing people that have generalized cover letters, resumes, all that kind of stuff. And so they're looking for somebody who wants, like, is perfect for this job. They don't want to feel like it's a choice. I do have the Judgment card here as well. I have the 7 of Cups upside down. Okay. They're looking for somebody in the interview. They're looking for somebody who, that's it. That's your last job. You're not looking at this as a step up. You're not looking at this as like, whether you are or not, Zach, you're going to tell them like, this is, and it is your dream job, but you're going to make sure you say like, this position at this company, executing, you know, these skills and having these responsibilities. That's it. I want to retire from this job. Like everything. That's what they're looking for. I like the Judgment card here. Let's see. Are they gonna like you? Zach, make sure your internet presence, because people absolutely look at that right before you're going to come in, so it's fresh. Make sure that your internet presence is squeaky clean. Like, they don't know anything but that you are a person who exists and breathes. It should be, yeah. I'm getting the Page of Swords. So just maybe set your whole thing to like very private and don't accept any new friend requests, or deactivate it for a little while. I'm not saying there's anything bad on your social media. Yeah. They're gonna, the more chill and relaxed you can be, that's what that's gonna help you. They will like you. They will see you as balanced. And that's what they're looking for. What they're, you know, back in the day, I always used to say there's like dating Joe and there's relationship Joe. And often those could be two different people. And there's interview Jane and then there's employee Jane. And those can often be two different people. But now with social media, employers can stalk like an ex-girlfriend, and anything that doesn't fit their narrative, their whatever, they have that information. So you're not really walking in as much of a blank space as we used to. And so I think they've already vetted you, But I have a feeling like they're going to go through your social media and stuff right before you go in, like that day. So I might like just deactivate everything or just make it like so bland that it can't throw a monkey wrench, because there's going to be more than one person making this decision. A lot came in for you, Zach. Jazzy D. Let's see. Regarding your POI, do you see us getting together in the next month or so? I don't know. If you do, I feel like it's going to be more friend. He's thought about spending time with you, though. I still think I have the Three of Swords. I think he's still trying to get over a deep hurt. Are they gonna like get together in the next 2 months? 6 months? Yeah, I don't see it in the next 2 months, but I do see it before 6 months. They are still, I think this person has respect for you, and until they're sure that they have, I'm hearing shed the skin of this person is still, they don't want to, they need to shed the skin that this person has left on them. They're still healing from that. That's what I'm getting. Hi, Julie. Yes, Little John, I can pull a card. Getting the Strength card. It's showing me that you may feel a little deflated or not as inspired, almost procrastinating, like you so much want to get on with the next chapter of your life, but you almost feel blocked and kind of by yourself a little bit, like the energy is not there, or there's like second guessing. But just hold on through this. You have a bunch of healing coming your way. I have the Star card and the Three of Hearts, Three of Cups is in reverse. We have the Strength card. And I know what that Strength card means. I feel like you might be having like a little bit of a dark soul tonight. The shedding really sometimes, we feel that, like the healing also, the healing process isn't, once you start healing, that isn't always smooth sailing. Let's get a couple more cards with a different deck. When does that inspiration start to? You know, Saturn and Pisces right now too, Little John, wants to ground you. And I'm showing like a whole rethinking. of yourself, your self-esteem, what you're capable of, and not feeling like you blend into the woodwork, like you can go unnoticed easily. Yeah, okay. August is going to be amazing for you. Everything's going to flow a little better. And there are just going to be some truths that are going to come up at the end of June, the beginning of July, really. That will serve you well to know, but they just said it's like smelling coffee beans. It's going to wake you up. I don't know what that means. It's going to like clear your head, clear your palate for what you find tolerable or palatable, is what I just heard. But just hold on. It's not going to continually get worse. It does. Everything picks up. Challie, what's going on with your person? What happens if I pin the message? Can I do that? Message pin. Okay, that works. What is going on with Challie's person? Yeah, they're not leaving where they should be leaving. They're not. I have Strength in reverse, and I have the Six of Swords in reverse, which is weird. And I know I got those for other people. For the first question, that was a completely different deck. When is there going to be movement? Is there going to be like more clarity, I want to say? I feel like the energy is there, but the follow through isn't. The next full moon, you're going to know why. I'm feeling like there's a person who doesn't want to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? A rebound around you, that has interest, but is almost waiting to make sure that they're not a rebound or something like that. Let's see. When do we see the shift? Another full moon card. July, there'll be a shift, which isn't that far. That's 2 months, 8 weeks. But you have until July till you'll see a big shift. There's kind of big feelings and also big guarding is what I'm getting. Okay. Teresa. I'm gonna do some like frames behind me. But I want to get like the eye, my like logo, like to put right behind me. And that's what I'm gonna commission you to do. I do not want you to do it until like I send you a fee. You've done enough. but I also want something like pretty specific. So I will email you. Let's take those cards out. Teresa, will you see? It's a 6 of one, half a dozen of another. I'm not going to give you a 3-second answer, but then y'all have to be patient through everybody else's questions. And that's the other thing. Don't spam. If you ask me once, please I just see the same question twice. Please don't ask the same thing a bunch of times because it'll take up time for me to scroll through and find people. And so I appreciate it. I promise you, if you ask me once, as soon as it comes on my screen, I'm answering them all in a row. I'm getting it's time. I'm gonna also ask, there's a struggle that's gonna be over, and the Hangman in reverse is my sign for it's time. Let's see. Will Teresa, I'm gonna use this pendulum for you instead. Will Teresa see her kids this summer? Thank you. Thank you, Cedric. Will Teresa see her grandkids this summer? I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a small yes. It may not be like the big healing to all of everything, but I am getting a yes. And it's funny because I originally, by accident, said, will Teresa see her kids? It would not move. It was like, wrong question, dummy. So, but I love that for you. Let's see, Teresa. Okay, Heather. I'm just making sure I write down everybody that I got. You can do it now, Heather. You can do it now. Oh, now I want to look at your chart. For some reason, I am hearing August, especially definitely if you do some like heavy meditation or intention work on 8/8. That's going to be really helpful to you. You could start now though. Start having conversations with your guides. Just saying like, good morning. Ask them, take one of my favorite, I've talked about this on a couple of shows, but if you take a bunch of cards and say, even if you don't need to know, even if you're not going to read professionally or even for your friends on the side, take a bunch of cards and start asking the guides, like, show me somebody who just lost a pet. Somebody whose dad was violent or aggressive or loud or scary when they were little. And whatever card comes flying out, that's your new message for that. Write it down. And even if you're not going to read professionally, that constant conversation, it's like any relationship you have, the more communication there is, the better the relationship and how it flows. And your guides will be so happy to be that interactive with you. But I do see more of a breakthrough. You have stuff now that I just think that you doubt. But I'm pretty sure you have cards. But yeah, just think of all like the pertinent questions that don't go with the, you know, the original tarot meanings don't really all apply to today's modern world. So any question you want to ask, you should be able to flip out cards. I'm going to take a second, and I am calling my power back to me from anyone using it with or without my permission. And return to sender wrapped in love and light any negative energy. Oof. Something yucky. Okay. Yeah. It's actually really going to help you, Heather, too, because you're clairsentient, and so you tend to like nurture and take care of people. And I know your chart enough to know that that's like just a go-to instinct. And so the more you strengthen your communication with your own guides, you're going to attract less people, adults that should be taking care of themselves, that expect you to take care of them or make up for the deficit, and have you always bridging deficits. Because it's like the gifts in you need to be fulfilled. So there are adults that should be somewhat adulting a little bit better for themselves, that come in for that energy that you have to give. So I hope that made sense. But this Lion's Gate is a big portal for you. Okay. Let's go here. Venus Cloud, hello. Thanks. Well, thank you for thanking me. What are the surrounding energies you need to be aware of in your workplace? I kind of want my serious cards right now. Let's grab these. Seven of Swords. Somebody that's sneaky, that's probably a friend to your face, and maybe envious or doesn't want you to get a position over them. I don't like that for you, Venus Cloud. Ace of Swords. Okay, so they're kind of aware how smart you are. That makes sense. I get the Sun. You have like dueling energies. There are... Okay. You have more power. I have the Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. So there are people who are aware that you're just like likable and nice, like easy to get along with. That irks them. And that you have ideas, but you probably have more power in the situation. But there is a frenemy or somebody at work that is shady boots. Shady boots, Venus Cloud. But you have more power in this situation. It'll probably just Just keep being brilliant. And when you get your ideas, don't hide them and don't tell them to anyone else. This tells me that you have great ideas and you're very inspired, you're creative. You probably have like problem solving ideas even. And you're easier to like admins or higher ups know if they put you on a team, you're not gonna like piss everyone off. You're a get more bees with honey kind of person. And I'm not sure that if we know each other, if I've ever had a session with you, it's long enough ago that I'm not putting the YouTube name together with it, and people change their YouTube names. But with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands, I would, and the Seven of Swords here, I would keep my ideas completely to myself, take them directly. Like if there's a middle person between you and where you need those ideas to go, I know it might be a little controversial, but there's somebody you're not supposed to trust. You already know that though. Okay. Karen, hi lovely. Do we see? For our lovely Karen, do we see marriage or... That's something I would love to look at, your chart, your progress chart, your silver return, all of that. Do we see marriage or serious relationship within a year, 12 months from now? For Karen. Okay, is that serious relationship? Is it serious relationship and engagement? Okay, possible engagement. I don't see like running off to the courthouse, but possible engagement. Let's look at this. I love my lazy Susan. Can we just get some more cards about Karen and possible, if it's not like a full engagement, it's talk about getting married, or like even I know promise ring seems so like high school, college kind of thing, but there's some kind of gesture. Very interesting. So there's somebody who wants forever with you, but they're a little less conventional. And I see somebody else that would happily give you conventional, but I don't, okay. I see somebody else that would offer you the idea of the conventional everything, but I'm not sure that their follow through is good. But there's somebody else that's like really good, but I don't, right now, I don't know if their head is in the conventional sense of, you know, picket fence and the whole nine. But not so much the picket fence. I lie. Well, I don't lie. I miss, they're telling me the piece of paper. I'm seeing this. Like, they want to be with you forever, but they would like to leave the government out of it. Like everything goes wrong. I'm hearing like everything is fine until you sign that piece of paper. That's when things start to go wrong. That kind of energy. But I do see serious relationship for sure. Okay. Chris, hi. I had 2 job applications that were forwarded to the hiring manager. Would I get an interview for either one? Okay, clearing space for Chris's guides to come in. Two of Pentacles, balance. 8 of Pentacles. Something, one of those is going to come through. I think absolutely. I like that. Turn my little wheel here and all right, for Chris, do we see one of those interviews coming through and getting the job? Yep. Yep. Yay. I'm happy to say that. Okay. Oh, have a good time, Corey. Be safe. It's the last night of Mercury in retrograde. Please, please, please be safe. Don't get in a car with anybody that's had even one beer, that has... you're probably all going to hate me for saying that, but not Mercury. Mercury rules the 3rd house. It rules cars. It rules automotive, and it rules local travel. So, when Mercury is coming into retrograde or going out of retrograde, it's extra yucky. So please be careful. He's probably already gone and didn't hear me say that. Okay. Okay, let's, hi Dolly. He's Cap Sun, Gem Rising, Cancer Moon. Okay, and I immediately get it's not like an outright lie, but he's not giving you all of the truth either. Is Dolly's person, and I just want to speak to Dolly's guides right now, is Dolly's person betraying? Okay, I mean, it was saying yes. I'll ask again. Okay, can we just be, yes, let's be neutral for a second. Thank you. Is Dolly's person not being truthful to her? Yeah, it's a big yes. I felt that right away. This is not an excuse. I'm not helping anybody out of their bad choices, but I don't feel like they want to be untruthful with you. I don't feel like they want to be. I feel like they would rather be 100% honest with you, but there's not. There's immediately, I feel like, who they want to be for you and who they're capable of being might be not the same thing. I wish I had a different answer. Okay. Juan, any questions you have, you could book a reading. Juan does a lot for the community, y'all. So, I can't replace. Hold on. Unpin. Okay, now. know why I can't pin your message, Odette. That's so weird. There we go. I can pin the one, but not the other. And then Venus energy, I will get to you. You get messages. So you could try shaking the treats, babe. Okay? Sorry, I have a Liam. Okay. Let's see, Odette. There's somebody you should be avoiding, and I think you know. But the way that you appreciate when people are kind and non-judgmental with you, that's how you're approaching this person and this situation, or this dichotomy, this exchange between I think you're having I'm being told that there's an internal struggle because there's somebody that you should not maybe there's somebody maybe that you should let go, but it's really, really hard, and you feel like you're almost being, I want to use the word elitist or judgy, but it would suit you better to let that person go. Let's see what we get. Yeah, okay. Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody who's definitely like ghosted you a little bit in the past, and you understand the isolation. You don't want to make them feel isolated, but they're a little bit in their own way. Let's take an oracle card to see. So that's on that situation, but I'm feeling more than that for you. Let's just get a message from her guides of like something for Odette that she just needs to hear about her general direction I'm feeling. And Odette, email me. I don't think I've read this one yet. This is the gorgeous cards that Miss Heidi Darling gave to me as like a congrats present. Eschew complicated explanations as you seek the simplicity of the deepest truth of your heart. Gently but firmly cast aside that which does not resonate as being true for your heart. Focus upon and speak from a higher spiritual perspective. All prayers are answered at the perfect time and in the perfect way. You have a powerful voice which can foster healing and wisdom. It says that when Bath Cole whispers to you, it is an inner knowing and a truth, and to honor that truth and not to second guess yourself. That makes sense to me. And the second guessing is just a product of like, you know, habit. But they're telling me that you know exactly who I'm talking about. And this person has love for you, but is more comfortable when you're not doing as well because it doesn't put pressure on them to do so well. And they're worried about losing you, and they do care for you. There is like a bond there, but the problem is that they would rather see you not doing as well, so it makes them more comfortable in that relationship. Like, that's a selfish aspect that I don't love for you. Okay. And guys, when I do these kind of things, if you can just like stick around when you get your question answered. One of the reasons that people don't do this as much is like we started off with almost 40 people and now we're down to 20 because as I'm answering questions, people are just like, and I get it, you're busy or whatever. But if you can, keep your energy in the room because this community has such great energy. It's also really helpful for the other people waiting. Okay. Now, Venus energy. Let's answer that for you. Starseed. Yeah, make your life a moving prayer. The fated life versus the destiny life. The breakup is the right thing to do because your life is supposed to be a moving prayer. You're not supposed to stay in the same place. And like devote yourself to you. Devote yourself to what can come next when this darker energy, and I do feel a darker energy, I'm sorry, is moved out of the way. The breakup is good for you because it puts you back on your path. Sorry, but I hope that helped and made sense. Okay. Daniel. Is the house I'm interested in? Okay, let's see. Is the house Daniel is interested in, if I could speak to Daniel's guides, please. Is the house he's interested in that is in Calgary? Is that his house? I'm getting a yes, Daniel. I'm getting a yes. Wahoo. I love this conversation going on between Maricela and Juan. Okay. Hi, Amber. And Amber, if you could, I don't know if you have, but if you could email me, Emily would like to send you a little thank you email, especially because of the lychee. That went over big. And you're the only one that I think I did not have the email for. So if you don't mind. Okay, let's see. Leah. Hi, Leah. Thank you all for being so patient. What do I need to know for my highest good? What do your guides want you to know right now? Leah, I'm going to ask what your guides want you to know for the next, 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks. Hey, Mystic Harmony. You didn't miss much because the first 45 minutes was a shit show of Mercury in retrograde. Oh, I'm freezing now? Oh no. Am I still frozen? Somebody tell me if I'm still frozen. Hey, Faithy. Sorry, I hadn't gotten down that low. I hadn't seen it before. Okay, I'm not. Okay, good, good, good. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Okay. Leah, let's see. That was probably when the thing was telling me. Okay. So I'm taking my time on these readings tonight. And again, just a reminder, if I don't get to you tonight, I will be back at it at 12:30 tomorrow when Mercury is no longer in retrograde. Which will probably go a lot smoother. Leah, do you have a male around? Are you still here, Leah? I have a male figure that's wise, but kind of a big softie. So I'm seeing maybe like Cancer, Capricorn. Hi, Shauna. Access or placements. But I see cause for celebration, and I see a divine, I see a divine connection here. I don't know if Leah is still here. But the Four of Wands, hey James, the Four of Wands is one of the best cards in the deck, in my humble opinion. So this could be like a divine partner coming to you. I asked about the next 3 weeks too, to be specific. Leave me a comment like when the live is over, so I know how that resonated with you. This person is wise, but I see them as like a little bit of a softie, but I don't think that to everyone. I don't think they're a softie to everyone. I think they're a softie to you. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's when I went sideways. Okay. Wow, Okay, Jacqueline. Will I be able to get married on the time schedule we talked about together about a year after the baby? No, we're not going to do those. No, we're going to do these for that question. Now, I've read about, I want to say like 10 or 15 by now. I meant to keep writing them down, but I didn't. I would think that's a yes. Yeah. Keep manifesting it. Keep saying that like everything will be in the perfect timing. Like universe is always working out for me. Universe is always working out for me. But I got this like Emperor card. So were you looking at spring? Jacqueline, are you still in the room? Were you looking at spring or fall? I'm getting one of those two seasons. But I'm getting a yes, but just keep saying you wanted summertime. Okay, well, I have all the flowers and the new growth. So, the Emperor can be a little bit more like spring, but with this Magician card, especially this Magician card, like I see happy home. It just the timing may be a little different, but it's all really, really good. And you know me, obviously, if you've been sitting here listening to everything I'm saying, like I'm super honest. If there was something like, oh, something's going to happen, you're not going to get, I totally do. See this like this is you manifesting this. Just say that the universe is always working out for your best interest, because this is a great card to get as a yes. Let's see. Will they be able to get married when they plan? Jacqueline, yes. Might it be a tiny bit earlier, like maybe May instead of June? Yeah, there's some small adjustment that may... Okay. There's some small adjustment, but it all works out, and I kind of see house here, too. Like, all of it. Which I like. God, you just told her she's like a fairy. You just made her whole month. And then we have another, I'm always talking about Taurus babies. My little one will be 14 on Monday. But he's still a mush. His Venus sits directly on my moon, like at the same degree. So, he's a big mush, and that has not changed with like once in a while he'll say something funny, but he cracks up. Like he's never disrespectful. But he's almost as tall as me now, so we'll be celebrating his birthday on Monday. He's an extraordinary human. Okay. I'm trying to go back to the question I had. Okay, great. All right. I'm looking for the next question because this is when everybody's kind of talking to each other. Okay. Shorty. Shorty wanna drink and tell. That's I can't see your name and not hear that song in my head. Oh my God, of course you're not a horrible or damaged person. Well, okay, so we all have healing. We all have, whether it's a little bit of trauma or a lot of bit of trauma, we all have masking. That's the first thing every human learns to be acceptable, to be lovable for whatever that meant in their household, in their school, in their first small social group, the neighborhood, friends, whatever. But I mean, my true belief is that, well, first of all, we know from science that trauma changes the brain. It'll cause and your brain will do whatever it needs to do to keep the body safe, including self-medication. That's why addicts struggle with addiction, and I believe that addicts are undiagnosed clairsentient. I think that they feel everything so strongly as children that it's hard to feel all of that so strongly. And so I think those are some of the wisest people. Like, people in recovery are some of the smartest human beings you will ever speak to. So like, I don't think that people are ever horrible. I think it just depends on where, I mean, there are some people that, yes, we can look at society, we can look at history and see that there are people with a yawning chasm where a conscience should be, but that's probably severe trauma just working its, that's, I could get into the whole subject of ontology. But you are certainly definitely not a horrible person. And we all have our bumps and bruises. That's what makes us beautiful. And gives us empathy. The card's able to tell us what energy we might think such a thing. Wait. Oh, why you may feel? Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, do you have a lot of 12th house or Pisces energy? Because sometimes Pisces and 12th house Scorpio, and even Cancer, sometimes, we think of the air signs as the overthinkers, and they can be, but the water signs also overthink, and they are usually quite hard on themselves. And Pisces energy is Neptunian, right? And then we have Jupiter, which expands that Neptunian energy. So when things are good, they're dreamers and lyricists and poets and artists and chefs, and they are unconditional love. And when things can be bad, you can feel downright hopeless. I spoke about this in the progressed Pisces moon thing that Connie Jo and I just did. When the bad moments hit, you can think that you are an unlovable person. So whether you're in a progressed Pisces moon or you have some Pisces or 12th house energy, yes, it's very easy to go down the rabbit holes. But that's a human condition. That doesn't make you a weirdo or anything like that. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. One of the most beautiful things we can do to heal is learn to trust ourselves. It's so hard because we feel like, well, I made that dumb decision and this dumb decision. But, you're not the same person you were yesterday, let alone a year ago. So especially if you're here in this community and you're trying to learn and you're trying to heal and you're trying to be accountable, trust yourself. Little things, big things, but it's when we don't trust ourselves that we start to feel really... Think about how you feel about people that you can't, I can't trust them, right? When you think about somebody that that you cannot trust. So how do you think that affects you when you don't trust yourself? They talk about the angel and the devil and whatever on either side of our shoulder. It's really like self-love or self-loathing. Forgiveness, shame. When a lot of stuff happens, also, we just have to look at boundaries. Like, what we allow will continue, and sometimes we don't think our worth is good enough to do anything but let it allow. We don't think we deserve better. And I promise you that you do. And I understand all of those feelings because I am someone who has had and sat with and had very dark moments. And there have been times that my kids kept me here for sure because I did not feel very worthy. So I promise you all of that is something you can navigate into a better place without being toxically positive. You know, we're all still human. I had a really hard last couple of weeks. Awful. But in general, it's still, that's a once in a blue moon thing, and not a general void where my sense of worth should be. And that's how I used to feel. Okay. Eat several dates that will okay, from the Jinn. He's talking about the Jinn. That's a whole other subject. And negative energy. I never heard about dates protecting energy. You can just also say, like, I call back all of my power to me right now from anyone using it with or without my permission. I invite everyone to do that daily. And I'm rejecting all negative energy being sent my way. I prefer to send mine back, return to sender, wrapped in love and light, because I don't want to have a negative tennis game. So I don't do the whole return to sender times 10. I don't do that. Can you do that? Sure. I don't wish to have a Venus and Serena with somebody that has stink stunk thoughts of me. I don't wanna. My energy can be used for things like this instead. But that's funny because I make date caramel, which is amazing. Look it up on TikTok. Stupid easy, but we keep it in a little squeezy thing, and that's what I put in my coffee now instead of like any other kind of syrups. Yeah, it's good for a ton of stuff. Okay, Renata. That's interesting though, Alien. Now I want to go research that. I would like to ask for a message for the situation I am in with a man. I try to rebuild it from... Okay. Well, I love the little strawberry, Renata. That's about him, not about you. Lee, if you want to help your brother, I think he's a little worried. He's looking for crazy pants. I think is still outside. And I do think she is outside because she was outside kind of late. She was in and then she went back out. I can feel his nerves from here. Okay. He's not done with another situation he should be done with. I know that you're trying to like rebuild, but he's got himself stuck. There is, talk about like self-punishment. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which means something pain should be over, but they're not putting an ending to it. And that's a common human thing too. There's no judgment when we say that. And we have the Seven of Swords. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is trying to have it all, and that's why when I get that with the Ten of Swords in reverse, I often feel like what I'm looking at is somebody who's not letting something end because there's some kind of attachment issue. They can't let something, they can't leave two of the things behind. They're trying to take everything with them into a change and a transformation, and they're not. Let's ask when that might shift though. Let's get some more info on that. I love my lazy Susan. I can't, like, every day I say it about 20 times. And I got super sick after the show I did with Samantha. So I still have to, like, post the thing where hopefully you guys can all, like, post what you do, or if you have goods for sale or anything like that. You're going to be feeling good in about 3 months. I'm feeling August, September. You're going to be feeling so great. And I think that, you know, sometimes when we pull our energy back, it doesn't put an ending to things. It just, and it's not to summon the person to pay more attention to us. It's not ever supposed to be like a manipulative, sneaky thing, Renata, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be really good going for you around August. And I think that's when you'll have more communication. But the other thing is like, by August, you're not judging yourself on whether you're able to fix this situation. You're in full understanding that you're only one oar in the water here, and you let go of that pressure off of yourself, and you're not asking, what does it say about you? When you stop asking at all, what does it say about you, and you're not blocking it or anything, but it just helps you, and then that energy shifts, because they're just going through some stuff, and they're gonna probably have to find out the hard way that they can't move into a next chapter of life and take what was making the last chapter suck with them. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Hey, Mystic Harmony, you are welcome, Zach. Just booked a trip to San Fran in July to spend time with a romantic interest. Will you have a good time? Yes. Whoa, wow. But things may feel or look like when you get back from that trip, it's like all systems go, and there may be a delay to that. Woof, let me get some cards because I'm getting a whole bunch for you. Hey, Phil. I know some of you probably came in the chat like 35 minutes ago, but I'm just seeing you now. Yeah, so I feel like it'll be like incredible when you go, and then when you get home, it's gonna go like 0 dark 30 for a second, and it's gonna get a little quiet. Be careful, everyone, in July and August as far as like investing in people. That Leo in retrograde, I want to say it's like July 18th. Leo, Venus in retrograde. Things that all that glitter will not be gold. Things will appear to be way better. So it'd be really easy to get hype on a new person, to think something is presenting as like, oh my God, this could not be a better deal. And then something is not. And it won't even be, everybody around you won't be trying to be all facade. Sometimes people will promise you things that they really feel like they can deliver. But something will not. So it's okay to meet somebody. It's okay to go have a beautiful romantic trip, but give it until like September 15th, until things get back on track. Okay. Shauna. Okay. Hi, Kina. Let's see. So, you guys aren't giving me a headache. This is just something, I don't know, that I do when I'm channeling. I like put pressure on my face. I can't explain it. Okay to ask for a spirit. Sure, of course it is. For Shauna. There's a child or a small person that just wants to be your sunshine, and they may not be saying everything that they need to express because they just don't. So that's not a big message. Just ask them or let them know that like they're not going to make you sad if they're upset or unhappy about something. Like it's not a big thing, it's like little things. And so it's just like your guides are telling me to let you know, just like for that, I'm showing a completely different personality than like the one of these things is not like the other is playing. So they might need a little bit more guidance on making sure they express themselves, just because they'll need that for their whole lives, because it's just kind of built into their personality. So that now is a good time to teach them that they don't always have to be like people pleasing. And everybody else may not see them as people pleasing, but there's just something, that's what your guides are telling me. Let's see what else they have for you, Shauna. And let's ask, could we get for like the next, there's a decision you're going to have to make. I want to get for the next 3-4 weeks. Yeah. Something possibly about moving, and where there was once a ton of, so you have a decision to make, and before it might have felt like you could not make that decision, or there were too many choices, and it's going to be narrowed down for you. But there's pressure for you to choose one way or the other. There's a better way for you, and something is moving on. It might be you. It's going to go slow, but they're asking you to move. You don't have to move fast. It feels like it needs to be done very gently. And it feels like this has really been kind of like you've been wrestling around with this decision. But the decision's going to come clear, especially around June 30th. Neptune goes direct. And when Neptune goes direct, it can be like a clearing of the fog. If Neptune is foggy, then think about your vision if you're driving down a foggy road, and if that same road, how clearly you can see everything if there's no fog. So when Neptune goes into retrograde in June 30th, you're going to be able to see something very clearly that it feels like there's too many what ifs for you to feel safe in making a decision, and there won't be anymore. Oh, that was helpful. Hi, James. So glad you're here. Okay. I see, Teresa. Okay, good, Charlie. That made sense. Hi, Anastasia. Oh, happy birthday. You're probably right around the same time as my younger son. I have 3 babies, all are 11th house suns, and all are Venus ruled suns. So I have like Venusian, Aquarian, Libra, and 2 Taurus. For the whole year, that's... All right, I mean, I can do that, but that's going to be so generalized. All right, let's see, Anastasia. You're getting an apology. There's something you'll want to do, but you won't. You'll hesitate and you won't do it. There's like a leap that you kind of want to make, but you won't. Be careful of advocating for so many other people, Anastasia, that you don't take the time to heal yourself or distract yourself from what you need to look at. It's very easy for us empathetic, clairsentient people with gifts to concentrate on helping other people so then we don't have to address the things. And it's not we don't want to get our shit together. It's that the thing we have to look at to heal the thing that makes us feel more chaotic hurts. But there's be careful, possible distractions. Something else, though, is coming that you've been waiting for a really long time. What is this in regards to? Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment about what, please, Spirit? Wow. 3 of Wands. Anastasia, there is like an energy that's like neither feminine or masculine. They're like, won't show me. But it's stoic. And yet it's like you might have a choice between 2 people. You're going to pick the right one. They're like pretty emotional, but yet real solid. So you're going to get an apology. You might want to jump into something. You won't. You probably shouldn't. But beware of being so distracted by advocacy that you don't heal your stuff. And I'm probably supposed to tell you that because it looks like somebody is coming in that you've waited for a long time. Let's just ask. And happy birthday again. Is this somebody coming from her past? Yeah. Getting a yes on that. Hi, Kim Smith. Okay. Will you see... I'm going to answer a few more because I know we had a lot of delays. I started at 8:15 and we had a second delay. But I can feel myself. Wahoo. Wahoo doesn't make sense, but it made sense to me. Kim Smith, will you see AA this weekend? Can I get Kim's guides right now? Oof, thank you. Okay, they're here. Wow. Will Kim see AA this weekend? What I'm getting is something, it's supposed to be something bigger, and that doesn't kind of come through, but you will see them before the end of the weekend. I don't know if it's as much time as you would like, or it was originally like talked about. But eventually, yes. Email me, because that was the weirdest way that they showed me, and your guides showed up for sure, because I felt them physically. Good, I'm glad this is also, it's so funny because all the questions I read like an hour ago, I'm just now seeing your comments on them. So, okay, good. All right, great, great. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the progressed. All right, you know who I mean. Okay. Yay, thank you. And there's Faithy again. Okay, good. This makes me feel like I will not be missing out on as many. Aw, good, Odette. Okay, good, good. Hi, Stacey. Stacey, I wanted you to email me because I saw your email about not being able to like both be there until the 22nd. So we'll email and find a different date for you. I don't know why I did that. I'm like on autopilot. Okay, Aileen, we'll see you tomorrow. Amber, do you have a question? All right. Okay, good. This is all just feedback. Maricela and Juan, was there a question of yours that I missed? Or did you like delete it? Okay, hold on. I'm going to find some questions. I'm just looking through a lot of feedback. Okay. Okay, Denise, let's go. Found one, found a question. Will love find you by the end of the summer? Now, if it's a new find, again, until September 15th, you want to just take everything with a grain of salt, because things might get inflated to have more value than they seem. That doesn't mean the person, but don't buy into like, oh my God, this is what it's going to be like all the time, and then be disappointed, because it might be a good person and they might not just be able to sustain the level of the level of the beginning is what I want to say. Okay. Okay. Will love find Denise before the end of the summer? If I could get in touch with Denise's guides. Okay. All right. Will Denise find love before the summer is over? I'm getting a yes. I have my eyes closed so I don't look down. Just remember that summer is not over till September 21st. Okay. I'm gonna, do I have the remote here so that I can do that? Yes. I have to turn off one of these lights. It's crazy. Oof. Oh, now you can see the lavenderish wall a little bit better. You can actually see the difference here. We're not finished. That's, you can see like the eggshell paint and then the purple. There's the line. And my phone is crooked. The wallpaper is not crooked. Okay. I want to pull a card for that, Denise. Okay, So be really chill about it. Like, rest. Don't worry about it. It is gonna happen. But like, I'm seeing you being like really relaxed and kind of nonchalant. And this person, you're like open for love, but you're not trying to find it in like every single person you meet, you know? And so when they meet you, one of the things that they're going to really like about you is like being different from other people that are single and dating, because you're so comfortable with yourself that it just feels like less pressure, for, not that they can't bring their best self, but that it feels like they can just easily converse with you. That's what I'm feeling. You'll know when the conversation just flows. Okay. Hey, Jupiter Jazz. Aw, thanks everybody for saying happy birthday to my little guy. Not little, it's my height. Hey, Cole. Aw, thank you, Shauna. Hi, Princess JV. Hi, Connie. Not Connie Joe, a different Connie. Hey, Erica. Hi. Hi, M. Rango. I'm so glad that you made it. Good, good, good. Yes. I love to hear that. Good news. Oh, God. That's great. All right, I'm looking for more questions. Yeah, Shorty, do my inner child walkthrough. I know that we got like a little separated from each other there for a minute. So a couple of months ago, I did an inner child walkthrough video. It's just free on my channel. I don't get anything from you watching it. But I have that like itch in that place you can't reach. That will help with the letting go of the regret and the shame. Yeah. Hi, Erica. No, I feel bad. I literally I was taking my time. I wasn't doing quick yes or no's. So to not lose my place, because I don't have that other thing, the different, sorry. I just took a long time to say hi to people. I apologize. Ooh, it just all skipped. Okay, I'm just reading through. I'm reading through. Tomorrow I'm doing this again at 12:30. So if anybody didn't get in, I'm probably going to close up. Like, I'll take one more question. And then I'll be doing this again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. But if I don't take my like ashwagandha and my melatonin, I will not be like in shape to be taking questions for anybody. Aw. Guys, thanks for the feedback. That really is helpful. Hi, Erica. Yeah, I couldn't say hi to everybody right away. I was up much higher in the comments going question by question. Okay. All right, so the question is, will I be traveling to see my person? From M. Rango. I can hear your voice as I'm reading your comments. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked that video, Anastasia. Yeah, it helps to watch it. Even I use it and watch it when I come up with things that I'm like mad at myself for, or I had like, I haven't talked about it yet. I might not. I had something very private and very painful happen between somebody that I never thought that I would have something private and painful happen. It's not anyone, you guys don't know who it is, but somebody very special to me. And so I went back and watched the childhood thing because I really had to confront some things. Okay, Erica, I would love that. I have so this person, when you see them, it's very interesting. It's going to go well. Make sure you don't have your expectations like through the roof for it, because you're gonna take some. It's gonna take a little bit. I love you guys back. Oh, you guys are all so sweet. Cole, I will Princess JV and Cole, I will definitely get to your questions. Good. Okay. There is, I feel, a very mental, spiritual connection between you and this person. When you get together physically, you're going to have to like re-warm up. That part might not like, boom, when you first see each other. So just don't have the expectation that, you know, it might not be William Hurt and Kathleen Turner. If you get that, you get that. And if you don't, you don't. And that's fine. Because, oh, thank you, Adva. But I feel like, Melanie, will you hit it? Okay, let's see. Will they get together? Yeah, you will. But again, just don't expect, you know, all of the, and don't let whatever you feel physically, don't ignore it. Don't feel like you are obligated. And don't, if that's not what you would hope that it would be, don't let it get in the way of like that incredible dichotomy, because that is there. And that part's amazing. And I think the other part will grow. It just won't be like as, you know. I did a new one, Odette, that was like a whole walkthrough. And it's very detailed and it's very, very time-stamped. Okay, let's see. Princess JV. Yeah, if you do meet in the 3D, you know what I mean. It won't be Kathleen Turner and William Hurt. I am old, so I know only the other people that are near my age or a little older will get that reference. But it can grow into that comfort. I don't see the comfort of that being there right away, but all the other stuff is there. So it's worth giving it a little patience for. All right, Princess JV, sorry. If you could tell me what I can expect. Whole work situation between now and the 3, seeing if I am switching jobs. Okay. I don't know that I can do a whole 3-month reading. I can give you the cliff notes for what, let's see, for Princess JV. They just showed me Venus in the clamshell for you. I think that's just to tell you that you're beautiful and to remember that you are like in, you are carved like Venus. That's for you, Princess JV. be for better money? What sign are we on? Oh my God. I love you, Maricela. Cancers are wise asses. Why? Will this lead to better money for Princess JV? A little bit. Okay. I gotta tell you, you keep trying to like, I see you like juggling. I have the Temperance card here. Right? And the Temperance is is like literally creating balance where there isn't. It's working hard to, the original meaning of temperance is to abstain from alcohol. So what it means is when things are out of balance, you're overcorrecting to put things back into balance. So temperance looks good from the outside and it might feel a little like a lot of work on the inside. Then I got the Empress card underneath. Now, I don't know if this is like they are not recognizing all that you can bring this place. They are not recognizing like everything that or they might recognize like that you're very good at your job, and for some reason that's, you know, sometimes it's just a problem when you do your job too well. We all know, we've all experienced that someplace. This also could be a boss that's just or a boss that's going to be like that. And then I have the feminine presenting King of Swords. You're gonna come in there with a whole can of whoop-ass truth. And then I see a little, and I think after a while, it doesn't even make sense. I mean, if you want for the next 3 months, it ends with the 8 of Swords and feeling a little trapped in that position. I think you will leave, and it does come, it will feel a little, but it does come with a little bit more money. Right? I say that all the time, Odette, and I'm going to answer you, Cole, is that, like, you know, make sure that you understand that if you're going to be a wise ass, you first has to be wise, or else you're just an ass. It was funny because the day after I made that comment to Connie Joe, admitting that I was so well researched and so well ready for a debate in my Aquarius progressed moon phase, that like when somebody would be misogynistic or whatever towards me, I just kind of smiled and came in with facts and big words, and I got called condescending so much that it became a joke. And the next day I found a thing that said, you know, this is for everybody who tells me I'm condescending. That means I'm talking so, and there was a whole bunch there about being, if you're not wise, then you're just an ass. So Cole, let's get that. And if you didn't watch the whole Progress Moon series, through not just do we cover the moons, but we cover each things about, like what it's like if you're having a new moon, what are the moon phases, what, you know, why does it all matter? Oh, thanks, Odette. There's other parts within the progressed series that we break down things. And they're all in the, instead of the lives, they're in the uploads. Okay, so Cole, your question was, okay. Will the next woman you date be the one you went to school with? That's just a pendulum question. Let's see. Can I get in touch with Cole's guides? Okay. Will the next woman he dates be someone he went to school with? Yes. Okay, will it be the one he's thinking of? It's not moving. Is it the one he went to school with? Okay, so something's gonna grow with that one that you're talking about. Then I don't know that that goes anywhere, but then you do date somebody that you went to school with. But I'm not picking up that it's the same person that you're specific. I feels like you're not just talking about, are you going to date somebody you went to school with? It feels like you're thinking of one specific person. And I think there will be something that goes there. But you're going to find more of like a peanut butter to your jelly in somebody else. Like, it's good. It ends well. All right. Okay, loves. Well, I went a whole hour later than I thought I was going to go because we started a whole hour later. It was crazy tonight. Thank you all for being patient. I love you all so much, and I will be back tomorrow at 12:30. Maybe there'll be a cat in there. I'm so sorry you all missed Sadie and her little feeding. I kind of hand feed her right now. Little bits at a time. You guys are all so awesome. And I love you all so much. And I will see you soon. And happy Mercury. Just want to have one last word. Hi, Tammy. And hi, Moanne. And everybody have a wonderful Mother's Day if that applies to you. I still, if I can, in the next... whatever 24-ish hours, I'm gonna try to do a pick a card video to go up on Sunday. Isn't that funny? One of my lights just went crashing. All right, I'm gonna say goodnight before anything else happens. I love you. Know you love you. Bye.